In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NBA games happening on January 24, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Oklahoma City Thunder versus San Antonio Spurs. The impending clash between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs on Wednesday is eagerly anticipated. At the time of crafting this, the Thunder are poised to face the Portland Trail Blazers on Tuesday at their home court. In contrast, the Spurs are coming off a recent defeat, having succumbed to a 133-123 loss against the Philadelphia 76ers on Monday. The Oklahoma City Thunder have been displaying commendable form, emerging victorious in 7 of their last 9 games. Their latest triumph came in a hard-fought battle against the Trail Blazers, securing a 111-109 win. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander played a pivotal role with an impressive performance, contributing 33 points, 10 assists, and 5 steals. Jalen Williams and Aaron Wiggins also made significant contributions, with Williams making the decisive basket with just 2.1 seconds remaining on the clock. Despite a momentary lapse after squandering an early 13-point lead, the Thunder showcased resilience when it mattered most. Contrastingly, the San Antonio Spurs find themselves in a challenging stretch, having suffered losses in 5 of their last 6 games. Their most recent setback was against the 76ers, where they conceded a 133-123 defeat. Victor Wembanyama led the Spurs with 33 points, but the team struggled to maintain momentum, particularly in the third quarter, where they allowed 42 points. Looking ahead, the Spurs are scheduled to face the Trail Blazers and Timberwolves after the impending clash with the Thunder. The Thunder's recent performances indicate their prowess on the road, securing victories in 2 consecutive away games and 6 of their last 8 overall. Their offensive capabilities on the road have been impressive, averaging over 115 points per game with a 50% shooting accuracy. Notably, their proficiency on the offensive glass and disciplined ball control contribute to their success. On the defensive end, they managed to keep opponents under 114 points per game on the road. In contrast, the Spurs have struggled defensively, particularly at home, where they concede over 123 points per game. The Spurs, amid a defensive struggle, face a daunting task against the Thunder's potent offense. Oklahoma City's ability to capitalize on turnovers, coupled with their defensive efforts, may pose significant challenges for the Spurs. Despite the Thunder's defensive struggles, they have fared better than the Spurs in holding opponents to under 114 points per game on the road. The disparity in defensive capabilities is highlighted by the fact that the Spurs possess one of the worst defenses in the NBA. This weakness may prove detrimental, especially considering the Thunder's impressive offensive record and their status as the best team against the spread this season. The Spurs' home defensive woes, allowing over 123 points per game, suggest a challenging matchup against the Thunder. As the Thunder gear up for a back-to-back scenario, there might be concerns about potential fatigue. However, their consistent performance in favor of bettors and the Spurs' recent struggles offer little reason to support the latter. A previous clash in November saw the Thunder convincingly defeating the Spurs with a scoreline of 123-87, further undermining the Spurs' credibility, particularly in defensive efforts against formidable opponents. With momentum from a thrilling victory over the Trail Blazers, the Thunder enter the matchup against a struggling Spurs team. Having already secured a convincing win against the Spurs earlier in the season, the Thunder are poised for a repeat performance. Despite the back-to-back schedule, the Oklahoma City Thunder to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Statistical analysis further supports the expectation of a high-scoring game. The Thunder, averaging 122 points per game and 119 points per game on the road, exhibit offensive prowess. Their fast-paced style, averaging 104.2 possessions per game, aligns well against the Spurs' defense conceding 123 points per game at home. Conversely, the Spurs, with an improved offense, are poised to capitalize on the Thunder's defensive vulnerabilities. The team's previous encounters have often surpassed the total total points projection, reinforcing the prediction that this will be a fast-paced, high-scoring affair. Consequently, over the projected total emerges as our full game total pick. Atlanta Hawks vs. Golden State Warriors. The upcoming basketball clash between the Atlanta Hawks and the Golden State Warriors is set to unfold at the Chase Center in San Francisco, California. Currently, Atlanta holds a record of 18 wins and 25 losses, positioning them at the 10th spot in the Eastern Conference. On the other side, the Golden State Warriors find themselves in the 12th position in the Western Conference with a record of 18 victories and 22 losses. Notably, in their previous season encounters, both teams emerged victorious in their respective home games. The Atlanta Hawks are grappling with a challenging period, having lost 6 of their last 10 games. Their recent setback was a resounding 122-107 defeat against the Kings on the road, marking their second consecutive loss. DeJounte Murray displayed an impressive performance with 35 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists, yet the team struggled with a 38% field goal shooting. The Hawks faced difficulties finding their offensive rhythm and fell behind with a mere 16 points in the second quarter. Looking ahead, the Hawks are scheduled to compete against the Mavericks after this matchup. Conversely, the Golden State Warriors have encountered a significant downturn, losing 8 of their last 11 games. Their aspirations now include breaking a 4-game losing streak. Unfortunately, the team faced the tragic loss of assistant coach Dejan Milojevic, leading to the postponement of their last 2 games. In their latest contest against the Grizzlies, the Warriors succumbed to a 116-107 defeat. Despite a commendable effort from Stephen Curry with 26 points and 8 assists, the team faced a challenging fourth quarter where the Grizzlies secured the victory with a 16-5 run. In terms of player availability, the Hawks continue to be without key contributors such as De'Andre Hunter, Wesley Matthews, and Trae Young. The Warriors, on the other hand, are missing the services of Chris Paul and Moses Moody. As the Warriors make their return to the court after a hiatus since January 15th, a pre-game ceremony honoring assistant coach Dejan Milojevic is expected to infuse emotions into the atmosphere. Given the emotional context and the Warriors' recent rest, they are poised to face an injury-plagued Atlanta Hawks team. Anticipating this emotional return, the struggling Warriors are likely to channel their efforts for their late assistant coach. Despite defensive challenges, particularly on the part of the Hawks, the Warriors have historically dominated meetings at home, winning 4 of their last 5 encounters against the Hawks. So the Golden State Warriors to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. The Atlanta Hawks prefer a fast-paced playing style, and the Golden State Warriors may willingly engage in such a tempo, capitalizing on Atlanta's defensive vulnerabilities. Impressively, Atlanta ranks 5th in the league in pace, clocking in at 101.3 possessions per 48 minutes, while the Warriors are 13th in the same category at 99. An interesting trend emerges in recent games, as the total score has remained under in each of Atlanta's last 7 games. In contrast, Golden State has witnessed an overtrend, with a 4-1 record in their last 5 contests overall and a 5-1 record in their recent 6 home court appearances. Additionally, 4 out of the last 6 matchups between the Warriors and Hawks have resulted in totals exceeding the set benchmarks. Examining offensive and defensive averages for both teams over the season, the last 3 games, and home-away performances, a projected total of 236 point surfaces. Incorporating the pace factor, with both teams averaging 103.5 possessions, a final predicted total of 245 points emerges. Notably, in the last 5 meetings between the two teams, the total score exceeded 233 points in 3 instances. Considering these factors, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.